I'm going to keep it so 100 with y'all. Y'all almost didn't get this Married to Medicine LA video. Because after exuding the energy that I just did to do that Housewives of Atlanta video, consider the fact that I'm under the weather, a bitch started feeling sick again. But I guess since these hoes is doctors and physicians or whatever, talking about their ass should make me feel better. Let's test it out. Nessa girl, I'm in here under the weather, bitch. It's 9:49 on Monday night. And I'm here doing this for y'all with these medicine wives out of LA with they plastic petty asses. So let's just get down to the business about this situation so I can get off the line and lay up because I don't feel good. Doctor, I need my medicine. Kendra and Britten go furniture shopping. I'm going to tell y'all something. I think Dr. Kendra is the first newbie to a reality television show that her build-up didn't feel like, oh, let's test her out, let's haze her. Like, honestly and truthfully, it feels like Dr. Kendra has been here the whole time because she's just right on in the mix with the girls, and I really am enjoying everything about her situation. You know, it's weird because it really feels like Dr. Kendra's whole storyline and situation right now is the fact that she is biracial, half Asian, half black, and I am actually liking every bit of it. So her and Britten, they go furniture shopping and they both discuss them being biracial. You know, Britten being questioned on if she was black and Dr. Kendra being questioned on if she was Asian. You know, I enjoy those conversations because so many times as black people in this country, we get so caught up in our own struggle, the struggle of being black in an all-white world, that we forget that there are other people out there who have other racial stories, particularly biracial children when it comes to black and white. I've got a couple friends that I know from college who had it very hard because they did not fit into either place. They were too white to get in with the black kids, but they were too dark to fit in with the white kids. They were stuck in between two worlds. And while we as black people understand what it is to be oppressed by the white man, at least we find refuge and solace amongst black people. Where does the biracial kid go? Where do broken Oreos go when they can't find their way home? I butchered the shit out of that song and I don't even give a fuck because I don't feel good. That's why my voice normally works. Y'all know I've been doing better, but it was good to see that. One thing about it, Kendra, you know, never mind. I was going to say something all out of line, and just because I'm feeling good and I'm feeling hurt, don't give me the right to hurt nobody else, so I'm going to leave it alone. Shanique had dinner with Robert, and Robert asked her, is she happy at work? And she said she think. Shanique, you've been with Robert too long not to know how to work your man, okay? And you already know what kind of rebuttals he gonna have before you even get an answer. Robert is the kind of man that you can't be honest with, girl. You gotta manipulate him. You gotta manipulate that look, manipulate him and tell him what it is he need to hear. You need to say, no, you unhappy down to your job. Not kind of happy. You need to say, I'm unhappy. I'm miserable, bitch. With a Z, miserable. Just telling you miserable down there. And that's why you need to shift to being a realtor. And here's the thing about that conversation you and Robert had. He was talking about, you know, he's down for you quitting your job, and you expressed the fact that being a realtor would actually give you more flexibility, in which it would. Your rebuttal to Robert when he was like, but it's going to take you a lot of hard work to build it. I mean, yeah, if you're trying to be Beverly Hills hottest realtor in the next 5 years, but tell him that you're doing this with your family in mind and you're going to build according to your family's needs. See, that's what you got to tell him. You got to do less talking and more listening. Think about it. What is a man trying to tell you? You got to tell that man whatever it is he needs to hear for him to get behind your dreams. But the beautiful thing about it is, Shanique, well, on one token, he told you to quit your job. On the other token, he said, well, you make a considerable income, and I took considerable to mean, you know, you bringing in a nice piece of this household makeup, like, bitch, we kind of need you to go to work. Robert, I need to know which one it is that it is. But you know what, Shanique, you better get your married to medicine checks. Fuck all that shit, girl. You on TV, girl. I know you ain't still managing properties or whatever. Just go shopping with Jazmin and eat food with no seasoning and just be dumb. Like, look at Jazmin. It seems like it's more money in floating around being dumb and eating saltless chicken than it is working anyway. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills, bitch. Get yours paid. Kendra and her mom. It was so funny watching Kendra's mom when she introduced us to her, because Kendra's mom is a black woman stuck in a Vietnamese woman's body with a Vietnamese woman's dialect. Like, I just enjoyed everything about Kenya's mom. Now, here's one thing, right? Kendra, Lord, I'm too busy talking about that other witch. Kendra's mom, right? She was saying that Vietnamese people are not big on breastfeeding. And she was, you know, supporting Kendra and going back to work and stuff, but saying she needed to put the baby back on Similac. Here's my position. I'm with the mom in terms of, okay, Kendra, part of you freeing up some of your time and doing all these things that you want to do is you're going to have to put this baby back on Similac. I ran into that issue with my sister and baby Isaac. Couldn't nobody watch him because he would only breastfeed, and if she didn't leave you with enough milk, he didn't take to bottles well. Breastfeeding was so, it created a very hard situation for her when it came to childcare and baby Isaac. I am with Kendra's mom. Listen, don't be sitting here complaining about all this shit when you got alternatives. Put the baby on breast milk. But her straight up non-belief in breastfeeding, and here's where tradition can be rooted in so much ignorance that it's stifling. Kendra mama, you know your titties are not for men's sexual gratification or to make you look good, but they're to feed babies, right? Like, Vietnamese people, how the hell did y'all think babies ate before the creation of Similac? Them titties is made for sucking. Not fucking, but for sucking. Okay, for the little babies. That is what they're made for. So, you know, it was a little disheartening just to see her stand so firmly in a position that was so ignorant. And when she said to me, Vietnamese people don't believe in breastfeeding, it just made me say, you know, I was looking like a confused dog, because I take all types of exception with people who just willfully and choose to be ignorant. What you're saying doesn't even begin to make sense. What the hell you mean you don't believe in breastfeeding? Like, what the fuck do you think people did for years on end? Fed their babies dirt and water, river water? Like, come on. Imani and Leah, finally, after 3 or 4 episodes, we get a proper introduction to Leah, because I don't sat down and read the dog fuck out of Leah, telling her she was just a friend with no name, who we didn't know, who was just an extra at the party, and lo and behold, she's actually a cast member of the damn show. Silly of me, and color me stupid, bitch, because I didn't know. But we find out that Leah is a businesswoman, and she is married to a doctor, and we finally get a proper introduction. But is it me, or she was doing the most? Now, I know Imani healthy, and she run Runyon Canyon, and she do calisthenics, and she do yoga, and all that other natural freedom girl stuff. But Leah gonna sit her ass up there and order caviar. Now, I want to know if it was Peruvian Bliss. Oh my God, what she said. Was it Osatrova or Prolicia Beluga? I want to know which one it is. See, only the real girls going to understand where that just came from. If you know where that is, the Osatrova or Prolicia Beluga come from, I want you to drop that in the comments and let the girls. You are truly in charge of the girls if you know about that Osatrova. And I give you 10 extra points if you spell it, bitch. Only the real girls going to get that. Get that Osatrova, bitch. And I know some of y'all little young girls looking so confused. Y'all just wait for the comments. They gonna let y'all know Queen Mother gave them that about that Osatrova caviar. Nevertheless, that's about all I know about it when Queen Mother said something about it. Leah, bitch, you know you eat ribs and bitch macaroni and cheese and hog balls. I'm talking about some caviar. You doing the most for the damn camera. People don't even eat caviar no more. That's fancy food of the late 80s, bitch. That shit went out in 95. People do not even eat caviar no more, bitch. They eat avocado. They eat avocado toast, avocado pizza, avocado smoothie, avocado sliders, avocado oil, avocado french fries, avocado sausage, avocado pancakes, fried avocado, steamed avocado, grilled avocado. Don't nobody eat no damn caviar. You see, we didn't see your ass eat it either. The damn fish eggs. Girl, bye. You might as well eat. That was funny though. What I want to know though is, while Leah was sitting at the table talking to Imani, they fast forward to Jazmin and Shanique doing their makeup for the party, talking about Imani. I hope for the life of me, purveyors of pop and married to medicine people, that what y'all not finna do is drag out this beef from last season all through this season about her saying her house was like a drug dealer house. I can't. This beef that y'all are trying to sell us on with Imani and Jazmin, it is lazy as fuck. Whoever the producer of that storyline is needs to be reprimanded, rolled up, and put on a 90-day warning, 30-day warning, 60-day something. It is lazy. It is, I mean, it just is. Go find both of them something to do. The shit is so non-believable. In real life, Imani wouldn't even pay that damn girl no attention. And in real life, Jazmin would go shopping somewhere or go fucking do yoga and not be paying Imani no attention. I refuse to believe that both of these women are this pressed about this damn situation. Please let it go, because what's about to happen is y'all are about to create a dislike for one another where one naturally did not exist or didn't have to be. And I would hate that this show get 5, 8, 9, 12 seasons and y'all around here not liking one another, and then it turns into real reasons to not like one another over some bullshit from the get-go. Kendra's party prep. Now, Kendra, mama, I got all kind of issues with you, because Kendra asked for you to cook. You didn't want to cook. You wanted to watch the baby, but then you wanted to come in there and offend the caterer left and right. And you lucky he was a caterer like this and not like this, because your ass would have got cussed out in 21 different flavors. Thanks to Rosetta Stone. I'd have been Googling how the fuck to cuss this hoe. I'd tell her to get the fuck up out my kitchen. Okay, Google Translate. I'd have been all up in your face like this with it. Or whatever the case may be. You criticized the man noodle. This not how this, or this not the real noodle. You didn't rinse the rice. Oh no, we rinsed the sticky rice. That shit is so disrespectful. If you not gonna do it, don't sit around and critique somebody else doing it. And there's more than one way to skin a damn cat. That caterer better than me. And see, his bills must have been backed up, because I'd have just kept Kendra deposit money and told her she could have the other half, and I would have left and let the mama do it. Or better yet, no, I wouldn't. I would have sat there and rolled the clock and got paid and let the damn mama do it. Overbearing ass. Britten pulls up to Imani's house and brings up confronting Jazmin. I'm like, Lord, please don't do this at this lady party. That is just not the time for it. And Jazmin and Shanique doing makeup, talking about wanting to have a conversation. Why do y'all keep wanting to have these public conversations about the dumbest shit? And it really does feel like, Jazmin, you are just not satisfied. Like y'all just made up. You can't expect this girl to want to call you and invite you to go to Disney World tomorrow, sus. That's not how it happened. So Kendra's guest star showing up to the party, and Kendra brings the baby down. The baby was so cute and was smiling and was laughing, and I just love Hobart. Leah gets to the thing. I'm gonna tell you something now. I love Leah's little outfit. I think she needed a little more titty protection, but her outfit was real cute, and Leah is very nice looking and very nicely put together. Is it me? Or somebody better tell me that that gift that Britten gave Kendra was a gag gift. Like, please tell me it was a gag gift. So we move on to Kendra talking to the doctors. She talking to the doctors about wanting to be a doctor, but she's fearing that she's being a bad mom, and they all gave her some good sound advice, and it did feel really good to watch those physicians have that conversation about being a mom and balancing motherhood. Then Shanique calls those ladies in that woman's house to come upstairs and have a conversation about a bunch of nothingness. And here is where shit went left. Jazmin brings up, Imani, you apologize, but I feel like your apologize was insincere. First of all, that's one of the most offensive things you can tell somebody, to make up a determination of what's going on in their mind because it did not feel the way you dreamed it would feel. Secondly, the lady apologized and said she'd agreed to start working on a friendship on you. She did not promise y'all would be BFFs overnight. So the fact that you were expecting this busy woman to call you to go eat and fool Allah around town, quite frankly, y'all really don't have much in common. I think that it was a bit presumptuous, Jazmin, and I think it was a bit premature and a bit much. I think in Imani's mind, she had more of, when I see you around at parties, I'll engage more until we build something a little more organic. But to expect her to just drop what she was doing to go shopping with you, and let's just keep it real, for whatever reason, she doesn't view you as an equal. She doesn't view you as an equal, and that's okay. And it doesn't mean that she's on a level above you or you're on a level beneath her. It just means that y'all vibrate on two different wavelengths, and one is not better than the other. They're just different. She does not view you as an equal, and I think that you're setting yourself up for failure coming into this situation, voluntarily playing this subservient role of the smart, pretty girl who's vying for validation and social acceptance from the professional woman. Like we've seen this scene play out way too many times, and I think that you would actually garner more respect if you carried yourself in such a way that said, I don't really give a fuck if them hoes like me or not, and make them kind of come to you. That's how you need to flip it. Stop playing the subservient role of, oh, they've got something over me because they're doctors and I've got to prove my worth in this circle. Fuck that. You living better than them hoes. Quiet as it's kept. Quiet as it's kept. Your ass is living the life all of they ass is working hard to achieve and obtain. So if I was you, I would use that as your calling card and your reason for being. You know what the case? Shit got real messy because Leah started interjecting. And Leah, you know, I get it. I think somebody whispered in your ear, must have been like, you know, Leah, you got to be interested to make sure you get this contract. But you was interjecting. Shanique told you not to interject. You said, I know this queen of interjection ain't telling me about interjecting. And then Shanique, in a true messy fashion, got you for being messy. Do I think Leah was being messy when she talked about Kendra's outfit? I do not. I think we do that. It's, girl, look at this shit this bitch got on. We laugh, we tell a joke. It's not our personal taste, but I don't think, you know, Leah intended to shoot Kendra in the damn foot. That was messy as fuck that Shanique would even bring that shit up. But I guess she had a point to prove, which was, bitch, don't open your mouth on my best friend. I'm finna shut your ass the fuck down and shut her the fuck down is what she did. Because Leah couldn't say much because she did say the shit. And Kendra looked like, and Kendra already proved with Dr. Heavenly, she'll cuss your ass out. And by the end of that scene, Leah or somebody was like, I feel like I should go fix that with Kendra. Yeah, bitch, I feel like you should. Because Kendra gave that look like, you know, we'll address this at a later time. I wish, even though Shanique was trying to prove that Leah was being messy, and which she did, you actually proved that you were messier in the heartbeat. So you cut off your own nose to spite your face. But hey, I guess you achieved your goal, which was to embarrass Leah and back them hoes the fuck up on Jazmin. Nevertheless, y'all, that was Married to Medicine LA. They had it going on. Matter of fact, Kendra, you need to keep Hobart ass the fuck out the way when it comes to entertaining the girls, because that shit was it was corny as all hell. But we do love Hobart, or whatever the case may be. Kendra goes in and talks to Jazmin and makes her come back in the room, and they eventually leave because they had to go do daycare work or pick up the kids from daycare. The highlight of their day. And the episode ends with Shanique talking to Robert about wanting to be a realtor, and I covered that already. Y'all, my throat hurt. I'm feeling a little lethargic, so I'm going to go lay down. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll call y'all about Insecure tomorrow. Bye.